Okay, I'm going to show you one more time about the reports that I pull for the clinics. So the first thing I do is go to the Reports tab, come down here to the QuickBooks Import File To. I select the pay period. So this one we're doing is for December 1st through the 15th. I'm going to view that report. And then I'm going to export the report to an Excel document. If you're using Firefox, which is what you should be using with SpotBooker, it's going to come up here in this corner. I've actually already downloaded it, so I'm just going to go straight to the report. Here it is right here. So the first thing I do is I highlight it all. I hit the wrap text so that it makes it all kind of stick together, and then I'm going to shrink it down because I need to see this payment method column. I come up here to the Sort and File and I click on Filter, and then I'm going to come over here on the drop down and I'm going to remove the blanks because I want to know how was everything paid. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to drag this down. And I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to come over here. This is my Revenue tab on the SpotBooker report. Let me delete all this stuff off of here. I'm going to put my mouse up here in A2. Because I deleted that, it's not going to show up. I'm going to copy it here and paste it here. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to make it where there's no fill, and I'm going to make it where it's black type. And I know that here's your name, the date and everything, so you're kind of wanting these things to match up. So I'm going to click right here and come over here to the L column, scroll down and highlight everything, and then I'm going to delete it and make sure you're going to shift your cells to the left and all your stuff lines up. I'm going to delete this column out of here since I know that it's good. Then I'm going to click in the little triangle up here in the top, the left hand corner, and I need to sort everything. So I go to the Custom Sort. It has a header. I want to sort it by the payment method. Tell it OK. Now what I'm looking for is I want to know how much cash and credit cards and checks you took in your clinic, because the gift cards are either Groupons or else they've already paid for those in a previous purchase. So I cut them out and I paste them over here out of the way. So here's the cash and checks. And then down here's all the credit card transactions. Okay, so here at cash and checks, I'm going to tell it equal the sum, open parentheses, and I'm going to put my cash and check in there. And then that'll tell me that this is how much credit cards I have, this is my cash and check, and this is the total sales. And all these formulas right here, you'll see the formulas are already in here, so you don't really have to do anything except for just put your cash and checks in there. The next thing I'm going to do is I want to know what were the services that were performed. So I go back here to the QuickBooks report. I select all and tell it OK. I'm going to come up here to the F column and I want to sort everything by the services income. Then I'm going to come over here to 5. That's the top left-hand one that's there, and copy over to L and drag down. I'm going to copy this. So on this one, you can't copy the whole row. You can only copy from A to L. Okay? Come back to my report, click up here in A2, paste it in there, do the fill, do the font, and then here I want to separate this out. First, let's see if we go down, make sure all the, like this one, it's not filled in, so we want to highlight N and O, and then come over here to this little box and drag that down one. We're going to click in the little triangle up here, and then we're going to do a custom sort. It has a header. We're going to sort it by the item. Tell it OK. So what that does is that shows me all their Groupon sales and all their 60-minute sales and the Christmas promotional sales. So then I have my total payments over here, and so I need to know what are the daily deals. Everything else is already filled in except for this one. So I'm going to click where it says daily deals in 7B. I'm going to tell it equal sum, open parentheses. And then I'm going to highlight all those 1950s. Tell it OK. So they did 20 Groupons at $3.90. Okay, so I'm just going to show you, this is what I pay off of this sheet right here. And so you can see this is the total sales of the clinic. And this comes from the Revenue tab, I1. So if you go to the Revenue tab and look at I1, that's the total sales at that clinic. The next thing I break it down is these are your credit card sales, $37.89.03. That comes from the Revenue tab, M1. So if you click on the Revenue tab, M1, that shows you your credit card sales. The next column on here is the cash and checks that you took in your clinic. Again, it's from Revenue, K1. So you can click on the Revenue tab, find out what K1 is, and that's where we got that figure from. The next thing is your Groupons, and so this is where I get from that services performed. I'm going to come over here to the services performed and find all those Groupon massages, and I highlight those, and that's what I pay in that figure. And you come down here and it says money owed to the clinics, $390. So that's how I do those reports. If you're ever wondering and want to kind of go through the motions, you're more than welcome to do that. If you have any questions at all, just come over here and do a live chat with us. That's the easiest and quickest way to get hold of us. And if you have any questions, just give us a call or give us a chat. Thanks.